What is up, guys? How are you today? My name's Sancho, and today I'm going to bring you a COD 4 PC gameplay. This is my second or third match on PC. I'm playing, I forget what map it is. I think it's Pipeline. I'm playing Pipeline. I'm playing, I think it's Team Deathmatch or Domination. I don't quite remember. This is post commentary. I am using the MP5 some of the game and the M16. But yeah. Today I'm probably going to talk about a few things that's going on. First things first, probably the Xbox One. So unlucky for you Australians, because I know most of the Australians are going to watch this, but unlucky for you, I watched the live stream. Live stream for you guys is around 3 AM or midnight if you're out in WA, but it was around midday for me, which is lucky, or 2-ish, 2:02. But yeah, I watched it and I'm genuinely excited. I think it's quite good. Like, there's a lot of rumors going around about the used games and all that shit. Look, honestly, I don't care. If you're buying a console in the first place, you're better off just buying better games, because for all you know, you could be buying game with spring scratch, and used games business is, I don't like it anyway. Realistically, none of the money goes to developers, so there's no point of it. And I understand where Microsoft coming. I understand, like, you know, you got these old games you don't play anymore, and you want to get some money back on them. But none of the money that you pay for the used games goes towards the developers, so you're not paying for the game. You're paying for GameStop or EB Games or whatever, whoever. I think it's just EB Games now for game. But you're paying for them to resell it. You're paying them. You're not paying the developers. Most of the money that you buy when you originally buy the game is both market cost and a bit for a cut for EB Games, but most of it goes towards the developers, and you're actually paying the developers. So say if a game's $80 when it comes out and then $60, it drops down to how much the game's actually worth, produced and, you know, MMRP or type of thing. But if you buy a game for $15, it's worth $60, then, you know, that's $40 or so dollars. It's not going towards developers and not getting their cut of the game, which is a bit unfair, to be honest. Let's talk about the new UI and all that. I really like Windows 8 in general. It's good for tablets, and I think it'll be good for the Xbox One if it's using the kernel for Windows 8. And I also like how it's using a 8-core APU, or CPU, whatever you want to call it. I think it's 1.6 gigahertz. I think the PS4 has the same. I think it's what AMD called. What's it called? I completely forget what it's called. It's like the. I forget. It's a good one, but I think AMD's is the exact same one, and but it's clocked to 2 gigahertz. So the PS4 is going to be more, I think, for the gaming. Let's talk about a lot of things they said were actually for the US, which is a bit unfair, like the TV and all that, because, like, yes, most of your consoles sold would be in America, considering it's an American company, but, you know, you got to think worldwide. It's the worldwide reveal, you know, of the Xbox One. I really like the snap feature to it, like, you know, where you got the voice commands as well. I really like that. I liked the part where he, excuse me, Testy Pop, where he was watching the movie and then he snapped Internet Explorer. That's a bad thing. Yeah, it's Internet Explorer. But he snapped the Internet Explorer and used his phone to market the Internet Explorer. I actually really like that, and I really like how they're saying it's going to be that's why they're calling it the Xbox One. It's like an all-in-one type of system. It'll play Blu-rays. It's going to be basically what you use from now on. It's going to be your DVD, VCR, your Xbox, and your, yeah, all that. I also like how it's got the digital video recorder and how it's going to save to the cloud, but I'm not sure if it's going to be unedited or edited, and that depends. Like, they're probably going to make you use the DVD-R, because they'll probably have like a lockout shit or something preventing you from recording the game, which is kind of a bit unfair, I think. I'm not sure. There's probably a way you can get around it, but yeah. I don't like how Microsoft is partnering with EA, but it is not EA necessarily, it's EA Sports, so that's good, I guess. And I personally think PS4 got fucked over by EA with FIFA 14. So basically all the people, all the PlayStationers want the best for their FIFA will probably have to go to Xbox One. I didn't mind the controller, but there's 2 secret buttons. Like it's alright. There was a secret thing. It says for gamers by gamers, so I'm guessing it was designed by Razer. I don't know. It could be something, you know. What else? The overall look of it, mixed reactions for me. I do like how it's glossy and all that, but it looks bulky. It doesn't look like a slim, it doesn't look like a modern thing that you want to use. Granted, we haven't seen the PS4 either, but that might help. But basically what this means for gaming in general, they're going to be making it up to this standard, which means all the games that are ported over the PC through Xbox or through PS4, they don't have the same architecture. That actually, you know, is good. It means that porting will be easier. It means the overall, you know, glitches and all that will be heaps less. Now let's talk about Call of Duty Ghosts. I didn't like how they said, oh, worldwide reveal, we're going to reveal everything, here's some gameplay, and it's an ad, which means it's pre-rendered, which means they can add effects. I really didn't like that at all. It kind of pissed me off, but I think the overall storyline is good. I think I got the feel from it. I do like how about the dog, and I do like how they're going to make it an emotional campaign and how you're going to be attached to your things. But you know, everyone on Twitter is going to be like, oh, that dog's going to die, and you know what, probably is just for the emotional factor. What else did the Xbox? The Xbox, I do like the new Kinect. It actually looks slick. I like it, and I like how it's being shipped every single one. I don't like it. There are rumors that if you don't have the Kinect, you won't be able to play the Xbox, which is not good. There's also a thing talking about if you want to play games, you have to be on Xbox at least once, Xbox Live once a day, which kind of just going to piss me off. So what about those people who can't connect to Xbox Live, or don't have the money for Xbox Live Gold, or just simply doesn't have the internet to run Xbox Live or connect to Xbox Live? You know, it's pretty bad for them, you know. What else? I liked I liked how it's finally got Blu-ray. It took them long enough, you know. And there's speculations that it might be 3D. As in the original Xbox was not the original. The Xbox 360 was 3D compatible, which is a good thing. But it honestly, yeah, I think it will be 3D compatible. I did like the new engine. It looked good for Call of Duty Ghosts. It really looked good, and both FIFA, not FIFA, the EA Sports Ignite. I really like both of them. It also had NBA Live 14, which is I remember playing that back in the day, and it just wasn't the same compared to NBA 2K or any other NBA game. It seemed like they were a bit clunky. It seemed like it wasn't right. The players' overall look and all that didn't seem right. If you want, I'll link you to a video that Chris Smooth did. He's my favourite NBA commentator. He's one of my favourite commentators of all time. He's got a video talking about it in his career mode. He's in the playoffs right now, which is a good thing. But he's talking about it, and he's saying how they look stretched, they don't look like real human beings, they look like the moves they're doing, they're not right, they look computer generated type of thing. And you don't want that in a realistic game like NBA. And yeah, it seems good for all those people that like Madden NFL. They're lucky. Looks like they're getting more and more integration with that. And FIFA 14 looks pretty good. I don't think that's the original gameplay though. I think that is pre-rendered, unfortunately. Yeah, you know, it's not going to be good for. It'll sell, put it that way. And if I had a choice, I'll probably get FIFA 14 as well, considering it is one of my favorite games. And yeah. I saw about Forza 5. It seems very, very good. It looked amazing, and hopefully it is as good as it was as the trailer. Because you know, most of the things that was pre-rendered, but considering E3 is just around the corner, who knows? Like maybe they'll release more games, more overall details about the system and shipping price and all that. We can't forget. I literally chucked shit. Like I was just excited about the new Halo TV series, and it's just amazing. It deserves it. I mean, considering the success of Forward Unto Dawn, I don't see how bad this go. And considering you're getting one of the best directors of all time, Steven Spielberg, working on it, it's just ridiculously good. And I really, really, really hope that they do good with this, because there's no, you know what I said, like Halo is like one of my favorite games of all time, and it deserves it. Like the Halo movie it was like, oh, they're doing a Halo movie, oh sweet, oh so good, oh good this, good that, you know. And then they just quit, they just stopped. I was like, oh, okay, well that's sad. And then there was a couple of web series they tried, and it just didn't go well. And then they made Forward Unto Dawn, and that was just ridiculously good. And I was attached from the first minute, mainly because it's Halo and it's a good series, and I know a decent amount about the lore and all that. Granted, I'm not, you know, a noob. I'm not a noob, but I'm not an expert. You know, but I know a decent amount, and I really liked Forward Unto Dawn. I found it very exciting, very gripping. So hopefully this new TV series is good, and I hope it's written well, and I hope they get the right voice actors for if Master Chief's even in it, because it probably will be. And I hope it's set in the right time, because for all we know, it could be the making of the Spartans, or it could be anything, absolutely anything. And it's just ridiculous. And yeah. Oh, I almost forgot about the cloud. Now that the source of the cloud has also got 300,000 servers worldwide for the Xbox Live, which is not too bad at all, to be honest. It's quite good, actually. And you know, I'm genuinely excited for the Xbox One. Hopefully it's not too much, because, you know, for example, the PS4 was, when it came out, was revolutionary in a way, in the amount of hardware and everything that was in it, and that was probably $750, almost $1,000 for one console. And the Xbox smashed it because it's cheaper. So, and it's ridiculous. Like, if you're gonna pay that much for a console, you might as well build yourself a PC and put a Blu-ray drive in it. It's the exact same thing. You can get better games on the PC, because there are better games. You can have better. It's a better overall feel for it. And you know, it's a ridiculous amount of price. So hopefully it's not too expensive, and hopefully they reveal more at E3. Yeah, I hope and pray that they don't fuck up, because the Xbox One looks promising. Even though it looks like shit, it looks promising. So that's it for this commentary, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. I forget how much I went. I think I went 20 and 18, or 27 and 18, something like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and favorite, and check the links in the description to see shit. See you guys.